Good morning, crypto world. It is 12:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on 6/15/2019. Okay, Bitcoin up 5% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum up 4% in the last 24. XRP up 1.9%. Litecoin at 3.92, say 4%. Bitcoin Cash 262. And that's it for right about now. Most of them up a little bit. And when you look at what Bitcoin is doing right now, 8,600 bucks basically, what you got going on there. To the news, United States residents will lose access to many altcoins starting in September with Binance. Binance with their basically terms of service and knocking out the U.S. market to all U.S. traders, U.S.-based traders. You could use a VPN, but you can have issues, no doubt about that. And they, basically a lot of these coins are the popular coins. You're not going to see much of an effect on their, availability, but you will see the effect on the reported volume. There's no doubt about that. XRP, Dash, XLM, ETC, ZRX, and Zen should survive the Binance departure with little issue, since they are listed on 4 or more of the aforementioned bigger exchanges of Coinbase, Bittrex, Poloniex, Kraken, Huobi US, and eToro. So we'll have to wait and see how this all shuffles out for Binance, and his statement of how it's a comment. These guys that do these type of things, and I'm not going to mention names, that say that the pain in the short run is worth it, and the gain in the long run. Okay, guys, live in the real world. Okay, pain in the short run is a pain you don't want to bear, no matter what. Okay, Crypterium introduces global crypto payments card. With the Crypterium piece, this card is based on the, let me get down to the bottom and refresh who I think it is. It is, let's see, it's one of the main card suppliers that works in China. Oh yeah, Union Pay. So it's a Union Pay prepaid debit card. Now it says no fees, but then you get into the loading fee, and the loading fee is 1.5%, whatever you're going to be loading into it. And that is something that is, pretty much across the board. When you look at BitPay and others, that's something that is across the board for fees, that style. So that's good to see, and basically you just have to have the app and provide your identification. It is a KYC compliant piece, and then you can get the card within 3 business days. Instant PayPal withdrawals now available to Canadians with Coinbase. This article was provided to me by one of my subs, Ken B. A recent announcement by Coinbase shows the firm has included Canada to the list of countries which can make withdrawals of funds from the platform direct to PayPal accounts, and it gives you the information on how to do it. Now, when you have the push of the Apollo Foundation's Apollo currency on Newswire, and it went out and it's circulating as we speak all over the world. And I showed you in my last video all the different ones that it's gone to that I saw that as of that time, and there's so many more. But those are put out to the sites put them on. One of the pieces here for CHAINLINK's CEO Joshua Roomsberg, who has 269,000 followers, tweeted out the information. Gotta love that. And here it is, CEO, CHAINLINK.com, and ADF Group announcement for both. So you got, in fact, we'll break that down. You've got the ADF announcement, which was on Newswire, which if anybody has any doubt about this, because you'll always have your naysayers, call them up, okay? Right there, give them a call. And they're on 43 Weirda Road West, Weirda Valley, Seton, Johannesburg, South Africa. And the email address is right there. Speaking of that, let's go to my quick piece here. And when you look at what's going to be going on in this world shortly, okay? I've been, let's put it this way, back August or April 12th, 2018, I was the first one to put and promote Apollo in the way that it was done daily, and put all the information out all through the last year, and made sure that everybody knew what was going on. And guess what? I know where Apollo's going. I know what the plan is. I do know what they're doing is going to succeed. And when you look at what the ADF group is doing for Apollo, when you do this and you look at this company based in South Africa, okay, which that thumbnail picture is really not the best one, guys. It's under the construction of the courtyard or something, but it is the building right down here. And in that building of the ADF group is going to be a Africa Apollo headquarters that the CEO of the ADF group is going to be manning. That's a rush. Independent of Apollo, and Apollo will support it, but he is manning it. And he's taking care of business and promoting Apollo through the continent of Africa. From 54 countries. Okay, so you've got that going on there. They are working, Apollo is, with a lot of different countries in Africa with the help of ADF. And before ADF, they were still working with a lot of countries in April. And one of them is Zimbabwe. And Zimbabwe's president said they have to have a new currency by the end of the year. Well, guess what? You know, when you talk about that, and Apollo's been dealing with these guys, take a trip over to Zimbabwe. And you just may have the first country that's signed on with Apollo for national currency. News could be coming soon. We'll have to wait and see. Because basically, they are doing it. In the background, they're working it. And guess what? We're sitting back and doing our normal daily thing, and Apollo's kicking butt, working for you. And that's a rush. So what we'll do here is use that Google Earth, which is very intensive. Alright, now, going through the next one here, you've got the Apollo currency newswire, which went out to Benzinga and many others. Okay, when you look through this, okay, this is for new Apollonauts and anybody that's has Apollo and that wants to hear the goodies, okay? Because of Apollo's independent blockchain, of course, this was a statement, and endless features. We are endorsing its use and adoption. That was a statement from ADF. Apollo has made tremendous strides over the last 12 months by developing innovative solutions to long-standing challenges, namely the issues of speed, long-term sustainability, privacy, and high transaction fees that plague some of the most or more established blockchains such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Apollo, on the other hand, has managed to develop Sharding, a breakthrough technology that allows for hyper-efficiency and sub-second transaction speeds. While other cryptocurrencies tend to bog down as more users join the network and begin sending transactions, Apollo does effectively the opposite, increasing its efficiency as more users join the network. That's amazing. According to Steve McCullough, Director of Business Development for Apollo, sharding and adaptive forging make Apollo the most sustainable blockchain on Earth. And it really does. Our goal is to realize sub-1 second transaction speeds, and this is big for a lot of people. Transactions per second. Capabilities in the multi-millions before the end of 2020. Now, the sub-second, that's going to be before the end of 2019. TPS, multi-millions, guys. Blowing away anybody else. McCullough goes on to say it's crucial for developers to stay ahead of the curve and to consider upcoming trends in their organization's strategic planning. And that's what Apollo, when you look at a year ago, with their all-in-one wallet, which I'll go through a couple more things on that shortly, you basically have a company with the Apollo Foundation that was never, and I do mean never, an ICO. Stupid YouTubers saying it was an ICO? No, never was. I was there. No ICO. And they say that CDE and ICO are the same. No. No. The CDE is a fully funded setup. So it wasn't raising funds through an ICO, which a traditional ICO was. Okay, fully funded, pre-mined coin, proof of stake, which is the future. All right, not proof of work. 2-second transaction speed currently. Sharding, all privacy features built into one, along with the all-in-one wallet too. DEX is built into that all-in-one wallet with Apple and Android mobile apps. Smart contracts, atomic swaps, decentralized apps. Do your own research. AJ Moore put this up. You're welcome. And when you look at what's going on here, all of this, including on Twitter, everybody going crazy pushing Apollo. Why? They love it. One of these, WSL put this up. Twitter username, handle name. And what's next? Decentralized exchange, atomic swaps, adaptive forging. Available on Google Play and App Store. Okay, this is what they have, the wallet, mobile version, and the exchange is going to look like that. Fully active, coming anytime now. The world will know Apollo currency. How about the worlds will know Apollo currency? Dun, 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 dun. This is another breakdown from one of the guys, I think it's WSL again, who put this type of breakdown for Apollo. Apollo's got a ton of different things going on, including a decentralized bank network. So people can go in and use the ATMs in the stores, and currently in South Africa and Australia. And there's more coming. A lot more coming. So Apollo is doing so much. When you look at what's going on in the crypto space right now, there aren't any, how can I put this? Nobody else is doing what Apollo's doing with all the different things. And when you look at all the different things they're doing, history making. And that is no hype. That is true. But the fastest network in the world and the most private, with the multi-layering of IP masking and coin shuffling. And then you look at what they're doing with sharding and the updater they put out that can update the network with one input and prevent forks. And then sharding, which makes it more efficient, no bloating. And then you have so much more, which we'll get into in just 1 second. Yeah, I can basically, I need coffee and water when I'm doing this. But why? It's live. And there's so much to go over. Take a look at that 1 second. I'm going to take a hit. It's hard to slobber into the mic. Now, when you look at all the different things that Apollo's doing, this DEX coming to the wallet any time now. It's built in right now for deposit, but there's no trading available yet. But that code is being worked on and has been every day this week. And for sharding, they're going to release it very, very soon. So getting back to this for 1 second, you've got basically Mr. Macaulay, who is the president of ADF, had this to say regarding the application of the Apollo platform in Africa. I believe that Apollo currency is the best way to create wealth for the African people and the best solution to Africa's biggest problems. Let that sink in, folks. Apollo has a 0% inflation currency that is going to be a coin and paper currency that's going to be able to be used in cross-border trade and national currency use. Oh my God. Okay? Twitter founder Jack Dorsey expounds on a planned crypto team. One thing, he made a statement recently about, the world money, using Bitcoin as a world currency. Guys, maybe in 2060, okay? But in the meantime, why don't you just plan on this? Apollo's going to be taking care of countries that have hyperinflation, and that's where it's needed the most. Hyperinflation countries, worthless currency. Apollo's going to be going in there and taking care of business. When you look at everything they have, you should go, if you're new to Apollo, look at all the features on the website. Links are down below. Everything under the sun, and I say that a lot. Why? Because it's true. The all-in-one has it all. And everybody say, well, how could they do it? Well, because they have the best devs in the world. With the first bridge in the Ukraine, they kick butt working with Apollo's devs to put out all the history-making pieces. So you can go to the website and download the wallet for any version you want, mobile, desktop, web version. You can just click on that. You can currently check the Apollo Block Explorer, and it shows you where it is, 220.6235. And guess what? At whoa, that's coming fast. The sharding block at 2,250,000 is coming very, very fast. 30,000 more blocks, folks, and sharding is active. Here is the wallet for Apollo's wallet, and everything that's coming in, like the exchange is built in, like I said, and is looking like this in the current version. Oh, do this. Excuse me, not enter. Okay, so it's got the, sort of a bland white look, but guess what? In green and blue. All this is going to be active anytime now, and then when they do the new wallet design, that is going to be the bomb. The new wallet design, basically going back to this one right here, is like this, and that is beautiful. Having that look in the exchange like you saw, that is the way it's going to look. When you had this exchange, I had a question for one of my subs. He goes, well, how do you get the money from, if you want to cash out, how do you do it? And I could tell he hasn't watched my previous videos. Remember, April 12, 2018 is when I started. There's over 600 plus videos of Apollo featured on my channel. Go to the video tab. And on that video tab on my channel, everything you want to know about Apollo is there. Any questions you have, ask me in the messages. I'll take care of you. Now, regarding cashing out, all you'll have to do is convert your Apollo to either ETH, or no, excuse me, let me put it this way. Well, you could do it to ETH and then send it out to other places like Coinbase and go right to your bank. But the easy way to do it is to take your APL and convert it to Paxos, the Pax coin, which is a stable coin pegged at $1. When you do that, and you convert your Apollo over to Pax, it's in the wallet of the Paxos wallet. You then send from that Paxos wallet to Paxos website. The link is down below for Paxos. Register on Paxos, get it done. Okay, it's not much to do, it's very easy to do. Once you do that, you can send the coins over, the Paxos over to Paxos website, and then withdraw to your bank. And the key about this, and I've said this in my past videos, there's no waiting for verification for your bank to get it set up on your account on Paxos. No waiting for a deposit, no logging in with your credentials, none of that. All you have to do is once your coins are there, the Paxos from Apollo conversion, you then put in your routing number and your checking account number, you hit the amount you're sending, and submit. Within 2 to 3 business days, there. But it should be more like about 1 day the way things are going. So that's easy, cashing out. And the thing about this, Apollo basically is going very quickly, in my opinion, to the top 20, top 10, top 5. Why is that? When you have the exposure that you have going on right now for Apollo all over the world, it's just a matter of time before more and more people pick up. The TV interviews happen, the online interviews happen, everything gets going. The hype, it's not hype though for Apollo, it's all the fact, but the excitement of hyping, people talking about it, the FOMO, fear of missing out, is going to kick in. Where you look at this and how you have to look at this, Apollo is cooking, and right now it's about 1.6 million, I think it is, for the daily volume, and 1.7 million right now. And this is, you can see how it's up in the last 30 days, 7 days, 24 hours. All this effect happened, okay, with the announcement of ADF. And once it did, it took off. And you're going to basically see this coin go from there to a lot bigger than that. But in the meantime, it's very inexpensive to pick up Apollo. And you can go to Bitmart, IDAX Pro. You can see the listing down here. And Coinbean, I wouldn't go there yet. They have issues with their wallets. So Bitmart and IDAX are your main ones. OEX2, which is a good exchange, has it. So does CryptoNext. CryptoNext has it for easy. You can actually, on CryptoNext, you can use your debit card to buy the CryptoNext coin or Bitcoin and then exchange for Apollo. That's cool too. so many things, and that's the best way to put it, that if you don't do your own research and check into Apollo, in my opinion, you are going to miss out on one of the biggest coins in crypto history. And guess what? In world history, when Apollo signs a national currency deal, it was one country and then many countries after that, but just one country right away, that's going to be world history and covered by major news organizations. Why? Because it's never been done before. Everybody, enjoy your day coming up for the weekend, and I'll tell you this, breaking news, I'll have it for you. There's so much going on. Enjoy.